What happened here should never have happened. No community should have to endure this level of devastation, loss, and trauma. This past year has tested us beyond measure, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Many lost homes and livelihoods, others lost but can never be replaced. And yet, here we stand together. We survived this year not because the path was fair or easy, but because we leaned on one another. Neighbors became lifelines. Compassion filled the gaps where systems failed. As the bell rings, let it be both a moment of remembrance and a call to unity, one that binds us to the past we honor and the future we are determined to build. And now, Lori, are you ready? I'd like to invite the families to please step forward.
The family of Arthur Simino. The family of Betty O'Mara. The family of Charles Mortimer. The family of Elizabeth Morgan. The family of Jeffrey Takayama. The family of Mark Sterenberg. The family of Randall Maya. The family of Rory Skies. We have other families that are not with us today, but we will toll the bell 3 times for them.
And for all the lives that have been lost since January 7th, 2025, we will offer a moment of silence and an opportunity for you now to say their names out loud. All of your losses, including your pets. This is your moment to say their names out loud, and we will hold this moment.
Come on, Daddy, Randall Beyond.
I made it.
Everybody, keep your hands up. I want your hand to be up whether your home is burned or whether it's toxic. All right, we the people are here right now in Pacific Palisades, California, and I'm Jeremy Cadower, citizen. This is an old school protest to demonstrate the foundation of American democracy, popular sovereignty, and the very idea that government exists to serve the people. We the people. We the people. We the people. Elected leaders are not monarchs. They're not rock stars, and they're not deities. Elected leaders work for us. California leadership at the city and state level failed. They let us burn 1 year ago in ineptitude, gross negligence, lack of proper planning, lack of resources, lack of people, and purposeful policy that let it burn. And today we rise like a phoenix. The Palisades dolphin is no longer blue. We are red, orange, and gold, the color of fire. You did this to us, leadership. This is our origin story. But before we tell you that story and list our 10 demands for the rebuild, we called them imperatives, but they're really demands, let's be honest. You must know we're not here on ideological grounds. Shocker. This is not a political rally. This is not about party politics. Party politics at the local level should sit in the back seat while operational excellence drive the bus. Okay? So if you consider yourself a Republican, and you consider yourself a Democrat, or you consider yourself an independent, let's put that in our back pocket today, because this is about operational excellence. What truly matters when you're a city council person or a mayor or a governor is the following: can you do your job or not? In our case, the answer is a resounding no! Today we will speak the truth to power. We will provide a vision for the rebuild of the Palisades. Today we will hold leadership regardless of party to a high standard of operational excellence, and to remind them that there are consequences when they fail to act with transparency, accountability, and without vision. So, what happened? What happened, guys? Yeah, that summarizes it. That's a pretty good summary. That's a good summary. The good news, America, is that so many things have to go terribly wrong to burn down a city. It just doesn't happen with one or two things. It's like an airplane, a commercial airline times 10. There's a lot that has to go wrong, okay? The bad news is that both sides botched this, as Mayor Bass stated on podcast last month, and then attempted to delete. She's quite good at deleting things. Hold that thought. Our unnatural disaster started 6 days prior to 1/7. The state failed to put out the origination fire called the Lackman Fire. Anybody aware of that one? On state grounds on 1/1 due to protected plants, the milk veg plant. Does anybody know what that is? Do you have a milk veg in your home? Raise your hand if you have a milk veg in your house. Yeah, I don't have one either. Yeah, I feel the same way. Firefighters texted, quote, "The rocks are hot to the touch and the tree stumps are smoldering." City firefighters were driving the lead despite these warnings. There were no sirens. There were no bullhorns. There was more authority figures on the city.
We're going to be opening the street, cars, and sidewalk. Thank you.
She left a known threat. Mayor Pass, deputy mayor had been terminated. The team must have been in total shambles. You can't tell me there was a plan. The city rolled the dice and we lost, and the state rolled the dice and we lost again. You can't review Mayor Bass' text messages the day of his fire because despite the evidence against the police pretext, just days after this tour, the most coordinated and immediate effort, that was an act of nature. Smiling, by the way, smiling. Is anybody sick of smiling? This was an act of nature, this was an act of God, this was an act of increasing climate change, this was because you have too many plants in your yard, this was because you use the wrong building materials. This was because of me. This, I believe, humans impact the world around us. Okay? Raise your hand if you believe humans impact the world around us. I'm not saying you have to sign up for a particular theology or ideology. Okay? Listen, I believe humans affect the world around us. We're still in the middle of concrete. This was not what God put in the imagination. Okay? But guess what? That was not the reason we burned down that day. When we have no issue with the day of the fire, when we have no rush here, here's the answer. Here we are 1 year later, less than 5% of homes permitted, and less than 5% of burned out lots. And congratulate them, I even thought that gas was helpful. And the response to the person was, listen to me, the Army Corps has absolutely nothing to do with the fire. We're a federal government agency. So many lies, number one, to avoid massive litigation. They don't want to have to pay you. They don't have to check you. Even if you're not here today, they don't know what you're. Number two, they want to let sheriff's offenses. I'm not pleased. They open violence. They did this to us. They burned us down. After the fire and the gaslighting, many of us were we can fight back together on operational grounds. Have greatly aggravated that wound. 1 year later, post-fire lot values have declined 30 to 40%. Insurers have been presented limited vision, and our city and state have acted opportunistically. With punishing it. Sound like a profiteer to you? I didn't feel like one side has all the information and begins and punishes the other. That is an unhealthy relationship. We're not opportunistic. Yes.